What's going on, my Flappy family? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome if you're new. So there was an event yesterday where Andrea was speaking on the challenges of being an analyst for the WNBA. What she said kind of proved that not only myself, but the majority of the Caitlin Clark fans were right about what was going on in the WNBA. We're about to get all the way into it, but before we do that, y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up for your boy if you like the content. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 16.6 by the end of the day, so if y'all can help me out with that, I highly appreciate it. And don't forget to get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this. Let's get it.
Andrea, I know you were talking about the challenges of this season when it came to covering the Caitlin Clark, the Angel Reeses, because of a lot of the pushback. I mean, I know I don't know about, I've been called every name in the book in social media this season. Like, no matter what my take was or who I was talking about, there was always something wrong that I was doing. It seemed like it was happening just at a higher, or more often than we were used to. But you said you were talking about that yesterday. I want you to share the sentiment from your seat.
Yeah, my therapist got a lot of work this summer. Her name's Laura. I love her so much because there were some very strong feelings and opinions about Caitlin, about Angel, and I think trying to get out of the space where giving critique or giving criticism is then connected to being racist, or giving critique or giving criticism is then connected to, oh, why do you hate her, or why do you not like her? And it's like it's never personal, and it shouldn't be personal, but there were a lot of fans, social media voices, social media trolls that made basketball very personal, and that was hard because it's never personal for us. We love the game, we love the players, and so it was tricky this season because it was, how do I talk about these players, and then also going on shows where they only wanted to talk about Caitlin and Angel because that's what people love to hear about. So then finding space to, okay, how do I throw in one more name into this conversation?
Oh, by the way, Asia is having the best year. Yeah, like ask me about Asia.
Right. Yeah. So it was hard because on one hand, I'm so thankful for the opportunities to go on these new platforms and talk about the WNBA. Because if we're talking about Caitlin, we're still talking about the W. So I'm like, this is a great opportunity. Then on the other hand, I'm like, but wait, there's some other things we should be talking about also. So it was just walking a fine line almost all season between feeding and appeasing the new fans that only want to hear about a couple of players, and also staying authentic and true to myself and giving credit to the other players in the league. And then also being authentic in basketball analysis and not letting people convince me that it's personal when I know it's not. So it was almost like this whole season was just walking a very fine line, but trying to do so passionately. And it was hard, but it was a lot of fun also.
Now, I do agree that a lot of people did take the criticism personal. I saw a lot of it from the AR side, of course. I always say I respect Andrea. I love her takes. She really is a basketball savant. She really have a basketball mind, which, it tripped me out at times where I could tell where she is, like she stated here, was walking that fine line. Basically, the majority of the ESPN cast that were speaking on the WNBA, they were trying to walk that fine line by keeping Angel Reese neck to neck with Caitlin Clark in that Rookie of the Year race. In the same breath of that, she's saying, oh yeah, it's more important things happening in the WNBA besides Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You all were making the double-double more important than anything else that was happening in the league. So you can't sit here and say I was trying to battle that when at the same time you were advocating that. You were the main one making the double-double bigger than life, bigger than the game, bigger than people understanding a 10-rebound, 10-point game isn't as impressive as what Caitlin Clark was doing out there. You all were advocating that. You were pushing that. Y'all were standing behind that. Y'all were trying to make this a race. Then you were saying Angel Reese was number one. She was winning the Rookie of the Year race when Caitlin Clark was still doing things that was just more impressive to me than what Angel Reese was doing. I think that's the main part that a lot of people didn't like, is the fact that you were lying and trying to actually portray that this Rookie of the Year race was neck to neck when it really wasn't. And she actually said something about having to force the conversation about the other players in the WNBA. And I think Shannon Sharp called them all out on this already. And it's the fact that they always feel like the people that came before Caitlin need to get their spotlight, need to get their shine. You all were trying to say that Caitlin Clark didn't deserve what she was getting because of the players before her and all this other stuff. We don't do that in the NBA. Okay? When we talking about the NBA, we don't say, oh, you need to know Magic Johnson. Oh, you need to know Larry Bird to give LeBron his credit. You need to know Michael Jordan to give Steph Curry his credit. Like, we don't do that. So why were you all doing that? the main thing that was making her career challenging this year was her trying to walk that fine line to keep that agenda going in the WNBA. When you say you have to walk a fine line, that means you're not being true to yourself. You're not being honest. You're not being yourself. You're not trying to say certain things to hurt people's feelings. You know, just be honest. Just come out and be honest about everything. I would hurt my brain trying to change who I am to make other people happy. I don't know how people do it. Congratulations. I mean, that is a skill and patience. I mean, I would rather you hate me for me than hate me for me being somebody I'm not. That's ridiculous, man. Let's read a few comments, man. They are full of ass. It was challenging because the new fans know basketball and knew that they were dishonest. They are racist. And see, that's what I'm saying. A lot of the Caitlin Clark fans who I talk to, they know basketball. They know basketball, man. And I think that's what y'all wasn't used to. Y'all not used to people calling you out on your nonsense. Because I know Andrea has a smart basketball mind. And then you turn around and say the things that you were saying to keep that agenda going. That's what disappointed me. I still rock with her. I still like her. Yeah, she got to get out of that. I'm trying to please them and them. No, stop walking that fine line and just tell the truth. That's all you have to do. Still trying to cash out on CC. So weak. They paid attention to social media, talk basketball. Admit you propped AR up and ignored all the obvious padding. AR exceeded expectations, true. But that still didn't make them equals by any stretch. If you're honest, then you will get grace. Yeah, I mean, this person said it on the money. Just speak the truth. Just be honest. What sucked was all the straight up intentionally dishonest discourse. People acting like Reese and Clark were on any kind of similar level, on the floor or off. They never were, yet so many felt compelled to placate to Reese. It was disgusting. Now, the only thing I would say is Angel Reese is popular. She is famous, okay? She is famous. But is she as famous as Caitlin Clark when it comes to hooping? I don't think so. All right, y'all, I didn't want to make this video long, but y'all let me know what y'all think about Andrea take here. And also, do y'all feel like Andrea is going to continue this type of take, or the whole like ESPN staff? Do y'all think they're going to keep this agenda going next season? Let me know in the comment section. I love y'all. Y'all keep it smooth.